Someone says something kind to you, a genuine compliment, and instead of feeling good, you shrink, you deflect, you say, "Oh, it was nothing," or you laugh it off, or you feel this strange, uncomfortable heat rising in your chest, like you've been caught doing something wrong. Why does that happen? Why does kindness feel like a threat? You're not alone in this. And it's more common than people realize. Someone tells you that you're talented, and your brain immediately starts arguing with them. They're just being polite. They don't know the full picture. If they really wouldn't say that. It doesn't feel like humility. It feels like survival. And in a way, it is. There's a term in psychology called self-verification theory, proposed by social psychologist William Swan in the 1980s. It describes a deeply human tendency. We don't just want to be seen. We want to be seen accurately, even if the accurate version of ourselves is negative. When your self-concept, the story you carry about who you are, is built on doubt, not enough, on years of quietly believing you're less than what others see. A compliment doesn't land as a gift. It lands as a contradiction, and the brain doesn't like contradictions. It experiences the way it experiences a wrong note in a familiar song, a kind of internal friction, a pull to correct the record. So you deflect, you minimize, you redirect. Not because you're being falsely modest, but because accepting the compliment would mean updating a story that your brain has been protecting for years. Before we go any further, I want you to hear something clearly. You are not broken. The discomfort you feel when someone says something kind to you is not a character flaw. It is not ingratitude. It is not weakness. It is your nervous system doing exactly what it was trained to do. By early experiences, by environments where praise was rare, conditional, or followed by disappointment, by a world that taught you that visibility is risky, that being seen too clear might lead to being rejected. Psychologists call this positive evaluation. It's a real documented phenomenon, and it sits right alongside social anxiety, not as a sign that something is wrong with you, but as evidence that you're learning a very specific lesson very early on. Don't let your guard down, even when it feels good. You adapted. You survived. Now, we're going to understand what's actually happening, so you can finally begin to choose something different. Think of your sense of self as a thermostat. A thermostat doesn't just measure temperature. It regulates it. It has a set point. A temperature it considers normal, and it will fight to maintain that set point, whether the temperature goes too high or too low. Your self-concept works the same way. If you've spent years with your self-worth set to low, if doubt and self-criticism are what feel familiar, then a warm compliment feels like someone turning the heat up too high, and your brain kicks in to regulate. Say something modest. Deflect. Redirect. Correct the temperature. This is called cognitive dissonance reduction. When external information, like someone praising you, conflicts with your internal belief system, the brain experiences genuine psychological discomfort, and it will instinctively work to eliminate that discomfort by rejecting new information rather than updating the old belief. there's also something happening in your nervous system. Praise activates the brain's social evaluation circuits, the same regions involved in threat detection. For many people, especially those with a history of criticism, conditional love, or high performance expectations, being seen positively triggers a kind of hypervigilance. What do they want from me now? Can I live up to this? What if I disappoint them? The compliment stops being a moment of connection. It becomes the opening move in a game you're not sure you can win. Neuroscientist Stephen Porges, in his work on polyvagal theory, describes how the nervous system is constantly scanning the environment for signals of safety or danger. For some, positive attention got associated early and repeatedly with pressure, performance, or eventual withdrawal of love. So the brain learned to treat warmth itself as a warning sign. Not because warmth is dangerous, but because of what warmth preceded. So, how do you begin to change this? Not overnight, through willpower, but slowly, intentionally, with the grain of how your brain actually works. Here are five principles. 1. Notice the deflection before you complete it. When a compliment lands and your instinct is to minimize, just pause. You don't have to accept fully yet. You just have to catch the automatic response before it runs. Awareness is the first interruption. Psychologists call this metacognition, thinking about your own thinking. And it is one of the most powerful tools the human mind has. 2. Separate the feeling from the fact. Feeling uncomfortable does not compliment is wrong. Discomfort is data about your nervous system, not evidence about your worth. Write that down if you need to. The discomfort is about my history, not about the truth of what they said. 3. Practice receiving in small doses. Research in behavioral psychology shows that exposure is one of the most effective ways to reduce anxiety. The same applies here. Start with small moments. When someone says, "You look great today," try saying only "Thank you." Nothing more. No correction. No disclaimer. It will feel awkward. Do it anyway. Over time, your nervous system will begin to learn that receiving does not lead to punishment. 4. Update the internal narrative slowly. Your self-concept is not fixed. Neuroscience has shown us that the brain's plasticity, the ability to rewire throughout life. This process is called neuroplasticity, but it requires deliberate exposure to new input. Start keeping a small record of when others see something in you, not to inflate your ego, but to give your brain new data points to slowly shift the thermostat. 5. Ask yourself, what belief would I have to hold for this compliment to be true? This is a quiet, powerful question. It doesn't force you to believe anything. It just opens a door. And sometimes, in the space behind that door, you find a version of yourself you haven't allowed yourself to consider yet. Here is the mental model to carry with you. Think of your sense of self as water in a bowl. When the bowl is still, it reflects things clearly. But when it has been disturbed by criticism, by loss, by years of not feeling enough, it becomes turbulent. And a compliment, instead of being seen clearly, gets distorted by the movement. Your work is not to force the water to be still. It's to create enough safety, enough stillness over time, that when kindness comes, you can finally see it for what it is. Not a trap, not a mistake, not something you need to correct, just the truth reflected back.
You have spent a long time protecting yourself from your own goodness. That protection made sense once. It doesn't have to be permanent. The next someone sees something real in you, let there be one moment, just one, where you don't argue with them, where you don't correct the record, where you simply let the warmth land, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it takes everything you have. Because slowly, over time, that is how the story changes. Not with a single revelation, not with one good day, but with one quiet moment of letting yourself be seen and choosing for once not to look away.